Ellen DeGeneres is a very accomplished lady. She's got a great show, or a show that's been on for a long time. I don't know how great it is because I really don't watch it. But every once in a while I see a clip like Hillary making a fool of herself dancing, or, I don't know, was Roland Martin on there dancing, teaching Hillary to dance? I don't remember. I see these crazy things, right? But she'll have guests on, famous guests. And you all remember back in the day when Ellen came out and it was a big deal and she kept her job and this stuff. All this stuff. Anyway, she's like someone's been killing it for a couple decades now, right? So Ellen recently, she was filmed at the Dallas Cowboys stadium. She was a guest of the owner, Jerry Jones, and she was in the skybox in the Jones suite with all the fixings. She was there with George W. Bush, man. Some people were upset about it, Johnson. It was those pesky progressives, those pesky people who were independents, caring about the fact that George W. Bush is a war criminal that took us to illegal wars, killed a million people over nothing, over something they didn't even do. Million Iraqis dead. Lied to the American people, played on our sympathies and our fears, used it against us to make his friends and Halliburton, Dick Cheney, money. And you should hear how Ellen DeGeneres spoke up for herself.
People were upset. They thought, why is a gay Hollywood liberal sitting next to a conservative Republican president? Didn't even notice I'm holding the brand new iPhone 11. But a lot of people were mad, and they did what people do when they're mad. They tweet, but here's one tweet that I loved. This person says, Ellen and George Bush together makes me have faith in America again. Exactly. Here's the thing. I'm friends with George Bush. In fact, I'm friends with a lot of people who don't share the same beliefs that I have. We're all different, and I think that we've forgotten that that's okay, that we're all different. For instance, I wish people wouldn't wear fur. I don't like it, but I'm friends with people who wear fur. And I'm friends with people who are furry, as a matter of fact. I have friends who should tweeze more. And but just because I don't agree with someone on everything doesn't mean that I'm not going to be friends with them. When I say be kind to one another, I don't mean only the people that think the same way that you do. I mean be kind to everyone.
Today in her opening monologue, she scoffed at the people on Twitter, basically calling them small-minded, because it's all about moving beyond division, moving beyond disagreements. She painted it like not wanting to take a picture with George W. Bush, or hanging out with George W. Bush is just like a preference, like this person likes pizza and I like chicken wings, but we can still get along. This person likes veggie burgers and I like 100% beef, but we can still get along. Like it was nothing. This person likes bombing innocent people and killing kids and blowing up hospitals, and I don't, but we can still get along. The bottom line is maybe she don't care. See, a lot of people who watch Ellen get this idea that she's so compassionate, that she's such a people person. And maybe she is. But I think they forget a couple of other facts about Ellen. One of those facts is Ellen's pretty rich. Yeah, when you get to a certain point where Ellen is, I think she's at what? $500 million? Yeah, she's at $500 million. Life's a lot different. You might find yourself hanging out with George W. Bush in a skybox owned by Jerry Jones at the Dallas Cowboys stadium, having somebody feed you strawberries and rub your feet. These things can happen. And of course, how upset could you be with George W. Bush, man? He ain't gonna mess with you. You're rich. Excuse me. You're wealthy. And that's the thing. This is where it pisses me off, because people, they tend to forget. These progressives are forgetting. These people that care about us bombing other countries, those people who forget about, who won't forget about George W. Bush and all the catastrophes and the lies he told. They must have forgot what George Carlin told us. It's a big club and we ain't in it. That's it. That's the end of the story. It doesn't get any deeper than that. Ellen's a part of that group. So is Oprah. I mean, it's a lot of these people. Stop worshiping people who worship money. Stop looking up to them. Stop thinking that they're something other than they are, which is, look, you don't get to have $500 million without stepping on some dreams. You just don't. Man, you can look up and get a couple million, but $500 million? Now you got to do some stuff maybe that people would, it's just unnatural is what I'm trying to tell you. You don't think Jay-Z hasn't poured it out and peed on the hopes and dreams of people along the way? He had to. There's no way for you to amass such a fortune without doing that. You don't think they've sold their souls long ago? Somebody with a weird hat, wearing some weird glasses and smelling of cucumber yogurt dressing and, with some weird music playing in a dark room, hasn't had them do questionable things that was recorded in order to blackmail them to submission, to keep them telling the lie, keep the lie alive? Well, me either, but it sounded cool when I said it. Bottom line is, it ain't about Illuminati or none of that, man. It's about people who make a whole lot of money stick together, just like all other gangs do. We got gangs in police departments, gangs in political organizations, gangs in think tanks, and we got gangs in Hollywood and gangs in the elite. Now, I don't like the Crips and the Bloods. Well, there's probably more of a code with the Crips and the Bloods. Anyway, look, I sent out a little tweet about Ellen. Here it is. I don't understand the outrage over Ellen hanging out with George W. Bush. It's a big club and you ain't in it. George Carlin told us years ago. Write it down. Memorize it. Hell, tattoo it on your foreheads if it will help. Ellen isn't LGBTQ anymore, Johnson. Ellen is rich. So just because George W. Bush was a homophobic jackass, Ellen's cool with it. She rich, he rich. That's all that matter now. He want to rehab his image? We all good, playboy. It's the games rich people play. Now, if only the rest of us could kind of get on code as well and stick together a little bit more, maybe, just maybe, we got a chance of taking down these scumbags. I said maybe. All right.